Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. From his own end zone, here we go. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Gun.
Right to the air, Burrow. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. A lot of grass ahead. And the Ravens get the football with a very short field ahead. Just a little outside the 20. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire.
Touchdown, Baltimore! Peyton Manning has some well-earned company now in the record books. He's tied the single-season mark for passing touchdowns. That was number 55 on the season. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And they had that one contained right at the line. Justin Madubuike making that stop. They'll run again with Brown. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
On one, ready?
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. Dukes out a one stop. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. Man in motion here. On third down, here's Burrow. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
This is Henry on 2nd. Escapes a defender. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They'll run here following the penalty. Race this across the 25. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Into the hands of Likely. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. It's Henry on the counter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Complete Derrick Henry. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Lamar now from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his 1st catch of the game. And that means 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This finds Likely. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, Henry. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Running once more with Henry. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Henry on the catch. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore. The Ravens pull out in front further, 13-zip. Tucker on for the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
They kick the running back in motion. To the air, 3rd and long. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This play goes for 36. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. It's a 2-score game early. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Cut by Burton. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, here comes Brooks.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 14. Escapes the pocket. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This one from an even 40 yards out. Butker knocks it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
You are X.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. No one around. He's got space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down. They go play fake with Jackson. Headed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Takes off right out of the read option. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-possession game. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 18. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
On 2, ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's get set.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. There he goes on the right side. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Brooks. He gets it forward for a gain of 3, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11. Stop.
3rd and long for him here. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Bengals trying to make some noise before halftime. Jake Camarda on the punt. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up. 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, Jackson. Caught by Flowers. He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
On 2.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Middle. 180.
Here's Lamar. This one's caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens tack on 7 more to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
They'll stick with the ground game here. And he's brought down for a loss. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Lamar back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Finding Flowers. Running in the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Just turn it.
And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Gun.
Motioning him from the slot right. Brown on the inside give. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Here we go.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches. He tries to sneak it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Offline, ready?
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On one, ready?
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Here we go.
Brown on the carry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Shot!
Here's Brown again. They get 2 out of the run, but it's going to be 4th and 9. The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Jake Camarda doing the honors. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by Myles Murphy. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Another run for Henry. And he rocks the tackler. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on 1st. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group and he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he has this one past the 15. Will start downhill into Bengals territory. 4 yards does get him back to even, partner, but they're left with 3rd and 10 now.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Bengals are going to be backed up to begin this drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Bengals with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the fourth. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Let's get set. Stop.
They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing third and long.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful.
Mighty. 11 mighty. MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Throwing from near his own goal line. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. That's fielded at the 46. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Ravens more than happy to take over in enemy territory. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll give right side to Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Takes off right out of the read option. Jukes one defender. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
180.
Now it's Lamar. He'll get this to Henry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bullock's kick is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hands off here for Brooks. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Here we go.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Again, it's Brooks. And this time, they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
On one, right? Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Stop.
They'll run again with Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Bengals trying to do some window dressing. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Burrow setting up the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard. And you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Lamar now from the gun. Into the hands of Likely. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Business. This is highly recommended. It's all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here for the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me. The numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers. Want to pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters. Call them silverback gorillas. Going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody.
What up? Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town. I'm talking that King Richard. This like a movie. I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas. I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark. We all bite.
You gambling with your life? Let's roll the dice.
Won't be some problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary.
Open them wide.
Sounding like
I just pull up with a few.
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip hop took this globe.
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul? We showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC. Let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone.
Come on.
Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case get out of pocket. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head bobbing, baby, keep that